Does anyone else stay up at night because they feel if they go to sleep then they haven't gotten enough free time at home? I'm a high school student, just a freshman, and sometimes I feel that if I go to sleep early then I'll just be like, well, this day just felt like school, barely any time at home. Sometimes I just stay up, so I actually feel more at home and not always have that feeling of just school, school, school. Does anyone else feel this way? Maybe with work as well. Edit. I know people don't like it when others edit their message saying thank you or anything, but dang, did I not expect this post to be the highest post in the sub after I, ironically, came home from school. Thank you all. It is interesting to see a lot more people than I thought to stay up for free time as well. I can't imagine going to school or going to work, then going to sleep only a couple or a few hours later, only to do the same thing again the next day. I'm a college student, and I do this every day. I still live at home, in my second year of college and about to transfer to a 4-year, and I stay up an extra couple of hours most nights just to enjoy being in a seemingly empty house with free time to myself. Wow, you are a freshman in high school. Wait till college. I'm 31 years old, and survive on about 5 hours sleep a night for precisely this reason. I'm chilling, I'm happy, it's not bedtime yet I have work in 6 hours. Yes. Oh my god, yes. And it's a vicious cycle. Because it makes you feel like shit, and for some damn reason, when you have that exhausted, but not gonna sleep feeling at 2 AM, it's very hard to get yourself in the mind set to be able to sleep, because you're so out of it. I thought I was alone in this. By the time I get home from work with my 6-year-old it's usually 6 PM. I have 2 hours to fit in cooking for him, me, homework, clearing up, putting food on for husband who works evenings and bed, bath, book. It's endless. Also, fit in a round of washing or changing sheets then it's bedtime. I often stay up by myself just to get some small amount of me time. Then I'm exhausted when it starts again at 6 PM. It feels self-destructive as I average 6 hours of sleep, but without it it's just an endless cycle. I love my son so much, and I wouldn't have it any other way, but society doesn't leave much still time anymore. Always, when you come home after work you can sit down relax around 21 and there is a very short time to do some things really you like after this hour. I always think 24 hours is not enough for a day if you have to work. And I cannot imagine the mothers who work, by the way. That's basically me every day. Even if I feel like I need to sleep I will just stay up all night. I'm a college student and I always feel like I'm not getting the most out of my day and not getting enough work done, so I need to stay awake. But I somehow feel guilty afterwards for not sleeping. Absolutely. This is because most of us feel dissatisfaction with our daily lives, working, errands, eating, etc., and cannot wait for those things to end so we can do what we like. This recurrent issue in a lot of people is the effect, I think, of the system we live in, a scarcity-based monetary system. We need a resource-based economy. Back when I was in this job I hated. I did this too because to me, going to sleep means I decide to end the day and the next thing to arrive is waking up to go to work, and it terrified me, thus I have put myself into a vicious cycle of extreme sleep deprivation. I got sick very often too. I worked in a hospital plus sleep deprivation equals very high chance to get sick. I knew that the only way to have more energy at work is to sleep earlier, but man, leaving work at 8 PM and go to sleep right away and then waking up to work again is too cruel for me. Wait until you get a full-time job, man. It kind of sucks. Currently doing only 45 hours week and doing 7 AM to 5 PM. At least I only have to drive 10 minutes to work. But it still sucks when you only have 4 hours per day of free time. No time for side hustle unless you want to be a slave to yourself. That's why I think commuters that go over 1 hour to work are a different effing species. This is relatable. When I was in high school I did the same. I would stay up late just so I could get some me time or whatever. During senior year I started pulling a lot of all-nighters actually, so I could hang out with older friends. It got bad, haha. I was lucky if I got more than 8 hours of sleep a week at one point. I drank a lot of Monster Energy. I was very much a teenager. Bah ha 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 ha, so yeah, I stayed up at night a lot, and during my senior year, that behavior definitely reached a climactic point. Be careful about that, yo. I think, IDK, it probably isn't the healthiest thing. As an adult, I still stay up at night sometimes, if my day was too boring or something. Anyway, it's kinda refreshing to know I'm not the only one who stays up to get me time, haha. This is why everyone effin' hates their lives. Cause the system is effed, and nature is effed, and we are all overworked doing mostly stupid bullshit for others who somehow have things easier than us, and often have more free time somehow. The life of the middle to lower class Americans. In debt to their eyeballs one way or another with heaps of living expenses they gotta chase in circles, and then we gotta pay taxes to which only really go towards the military, and like roads and shitty mediocre prison ESC school systems, and jailing a massive percentage of our population for resorting to drugs or crime cause they couldn't cope with the shitty life circumstances forced upon them by our shit system, while ignoring the country's debts from past wars, and refusing to put tax money towards real solutions, to feed and house people, not just ****king welfare checks and food stamp BS, because it would be too socialist, to make life easier on everyone by collectively paying taxes to make sure food and housing were abundantly available, so people could focus on following their dreams, and not just being workhorses. Sorry. Triggered. LMAO, your post is like the most relatable thing ever. I'm literally killing time at 3 AM on my phone, while my GF sleeps cause I enjoy my free time with silence and darkness and absolutely no demands being made of me by the world or myself other than the need to sleep or stretch out, or do whatever the F else I feel like. So many hours get spent sleeping, it seems a shame not to steal some away for other leisurely activities. Lol.